Hi guys, welcome to My Flavors Europe. I am Jackie M and we are so pleased to have you. What is My Flavors Europe? My Flavors Europe is our campaign in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industries of Malaysia to bring Malaysian flavors closer to Europe. And the way we're going to do that is that we're combining Malaysian ingredients and tropical fruits together with familiar European ingredients and cooking styles to produce new taste sensations. So welcome everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. And also stick around because we've got a nice cast of characters for you today. In particular, I just want to give a quick mention. We've had a lot of firsts with our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine group, but today, for the first time ever, we have a foreign ambassador who's going to be joining this particular session as a virtual participant. So we're very, very excited about that. Okay, just let me bring in our chef for today. Day 3 of My Flavors Europe. We're actually going to go to Hungary. So let's bring on our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine at Heart chef. Here we go. Mazna, how are you? Good to see you.
Hi, Jackie. Hello, everyone.
Now, Mazna is going to be cooking some Hungarian and Malaysian-inspired dishes for us. But Mazna, before I get you to tell us a little bit more about what you're cooking, I'm just going to I've got a very special welcome message from Malaysia's ambassador to Hungary, who's based in Hungary, Francisco Muniz. So let me bring Mr. Francisco Muniz on to say a few words, and we'll come back and join you in a minute or so. Okay, just let me remove you and remove myself.
Hello everybody, my name is Francisco Muniz and I am the ambassador of Malaysia to Hungary. In this series of Malaysian flavors in Europe, you will get to know more about tropical fruits of Malaysia and its usage in the preparation of Malaysian culinary. Malaysian food ingredients products are also unique. It helps in the preparation and shorten preparation time of the various Malaysian dishes. With the growing demand of internationally flavored food amongst Europeans' local communities and visiting tourists, Malaysian food products and culinary are seeing the high potential to be marketed in European supermarkets and restaurants. We are optimistic that through this program of Malaysian flavors in Europe, Malaysian tropical fruits and food ingredients will be better explored by everyone and will also be the enabler for Malaysia's diplomacy in expanding further our relations in food and agriculture, as well as tourism and trade exchanges with Europe and particularly Hungary. Thumbs up to the Malaysian Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industries, the Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, Tourism Malaysia and Petra for initiating this Malaysian Flavors in Europe series. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's a message from the Malaysian ambassador to Hungary. And just let me quickly do some housekeeping. By the way, guys, don't forget to say hello. Let us know where you're watching from and hit us up with any questions, okay? Now, just let's bring Mazna back on. And before I do that, I totally forgot to introduce Mazna. Mazna, like I said, is a Malaysian who's based in Hungary, usually is anyway. She's going to explain a little bit more about her current location, and she is a Malaysian food entrepreneur. She's passionate about sharing Malaysian cooking. Mazna has a particular style to her cooking. She likes, because she's a busy working mother, she likes things that are pretty easy to execute, and the way she does that is by using a lot of ready-made paste, right? Okay, so let's just bring Mazna on. Hey, how are you again, Mazna?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Now, I'd love for you to tell us what are you tackling today? What sort of ingredients are you using?
Okay, living in Hungary for 15 years, and we love chili. When you have food that is too bland, and not enough taste, so I always add chili. And also our, Malaysian ingredients like, all this rempah, all the spices that we normally use. So I always add that into my cooking. So
okay,
twisting, the local food into a bit of our taste there.
Sure. Just adding a little bit of oomph. Now, what ingredients are you using today in your? What are you cooking first of all, and also, what ingredients are you using to give it that Malaysian touch?
Okay, I'm cooking beef stew with nasi minyak, and the beef stew that I cook actually inspired by the Hungarian marha porkot, which is the beef stew Hungarian. People call it, in other countries they say it's goulash, but in Hungary it's beef porkot. It's totally different thing. But the one that I'm using now, I add, I use the same kind of ingredient that they use, but I add sambal. So I have to have sambal because sambal has the sweetness. I'm using my own product to it, and the sambal gave a bit of a hint, so it kind of give the to the beef porkot.
Excellent. And what tropical fruits are you using?
Ooh, jackfruit and mango.
Jackfruit and mango. Okay, very Malaysian. Okay, fabulous. Now, guys, Mazna, like I said, is a very talented cook. But not just that. I want to actually introduce two people to you. First of all, I want to bring on our series ambassador, Chef Dato Ismail Ahmad. And Chef Ismail is, of course, a household name in Malaysia. He's been in lots of TV shows. He's the owner and head chef of Restaurant Rebung, legendary in Kuala Lumpur, very, very highly regarded. So let us bring Chef Ismail. Also, Chef Ismail is very familiar with the landscape, with the Malaysian food landscape in Europe because he goes there every year. Well, COVID notwithstanding. Okay, let's bring Chef Ismail on. Let's see what he has to say to Mazna. Hello, Chef.
Hello. Wow, Mazna, you are like a groom of Malaysian. Like a bride of Malaysian. Kahwin ni pakai baju cantik.
Terima kasih.
So nice. Mazna, welcome to our program. You're such a darling. Yeah, I know that you did a program in Restaurant Rebung because you were held in Malaysia because of the pandemic. Yeah,
Yep.
But for the audience who's still watching it, thank you so much. This is our third day, Jack.
Yes, third day, halfway. Halfway through.
And I heard the rating is coming up higher and higher.
Working on it, yes. Thank you so much, Chef.
Yeah, let me tell you something before Mazna took over. I have tested the nasi minyak and the goulash, sedap gila.
There you go, guys. Coming
Good luck,
from
Mazna. Good luck, Jackie and Paul.
Thank you, Chef.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, guys. So from Chef Ismail's mouth himself, the food is delicious. What Mazna is cooking, and the reason why Chef Ismail knows is because, like I said, although Mazna is usually based in Hungary, she is in Kuala Lumpur at the moment and doing some work. And also the other thing I want to, just some housekeeping, of course, Mazna in Kuala Lumpur, we are still working through the MCU and all that sort of stuff. But when you went to do your cooking at Restaurant Rebung, actually, everybody was fully vaccinated and and practicing like all the right protocols. Is that right?
Yes. It's very important because when I was thinking, because I'm supposed to cook in Budapest, remember? But I was here, and I chose Rebung because Rebung is a very nice place to to do the recording, and then the whole set I was checking out because I know the whole regulation and so I was very meticulous about that. Yes, we all were double repeated. Yeah.
Cool. So not only was Mazna cooking at Chef Ismail's own restaurant, but also her segment was like mentored by one of our elite MOMC, Masters of Malaysian Cuisine chefs, which is Chef Bob Adnin. Bob Adnin is very, very talented. He is the host of Chef Bob Cooking and the president of the Professional Culinary Association of Malaysia. And through his illustrious career, he's worked in various five-star hotels. He's been an executive chef, and he's traveled all over the world. His specialty actually is Italian cuisine, European cuisine. So Chef Bob has given her a lot of guidance in terms of how to tackle the recipes today, and I understand it's a great success. But so Mazna, before we play your clip, let me just remove you again. Sorry, guys. I'm just managing the studio here, and we're going to see what Chef Bob has to say in terms of this session. Okay, his advice to you. Let me just do that quickly.
Hi guys, I'm Chef Bob from Master of Malaysian Cuisine. The best part now, we have a Malaysian Flavours that we start on 8 to 12 September. So I'm one of the mentors for Mazna Merten that we cook for Hungarian dish that will be twist a bit. So Mazna will cook Nasi Minyak and Hungarian beef goulash. Alright, sound very nice. So I have a question for Mazna actually. So the question is, what is the special ingredients that you add for the beef goulash? That you add for the beef to make it nice. And another question that I would like to ask you, so do you have any possible to change, I know you put it the paprika, can we change the paprika to the chili powder, Malaysian local chili powder? So, waiting for the Hungarian beef goulash and nasi minyak soon. Meow.
Okay, Chef Bob is always very entertaining. Let me bring Mazna back on very, very quickly for one last word before we play her pre-recorded cooking segment, okay? Okay, Mazna, so there you go, that's Chef Bob. I think
Yeah.
he gave you very good advice, which is basically, and that's what we want to do with all our cooking segments. We're not messing around with beloved European recipes. We're just kind of adding a nice little touch, right? So Chef Bob's advice is, don't go too crazy, right? Try and keep it as faithful as possible. Also, the other thing is, Mazna, I mentioned earlier, for the first time ever, we have a foreign ambassador joining your session, and that's Dr. Petra, which is excellent. But Dr. Petra, again, because of the COVID situation, she had to be basically in lockdown sort of thing. So she joins you remotely. So you will see Dr. Petra engage with Mazna in the live recording. But also you have someone else help you with the cooking, also from the Hungarian embassy.
Yes, we have Dr. Judit. Unfortunately, she could not join us for this because she's actually on the way back home to Budapest for a holiday. Yeah. And unfortunately, yes.
Cool. But you'll get to see Dr. Judit and Dr. Petra in this segment coming up. So guys, make sure you stick around to the end, because Mazna actually took the trouble of couriering her food to Dr. Petra to sample it remotely. Okay, so make sure you stick around to find out what they think of the food. Okay, so Mazna, everyone, don't forget, if you want all the recipes to this series, you need to sign up malaysianchefs.com/join today. malaysianchefs.com/Mafi or join today. Both of them will work. We'll send you all the recipes for this series. And also, don't forget to hit us up with any questions during this reel that we're playing. And we'll bring Mazna back on at the end to answer any questions you have about the recipes, about the segments and all that. Okay. So thanks very much for this, Mazna. Let's roll the tape. Okay. I'll see you.
See you.
Okay. I'm from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and we are continuing with our special series called Malaysian Flavours in Europe, My Flavours Europe. And today we are very, very privileged to have the Hungarian ambassador to Malaysia, Dr. Petra, joining us remotely, and she is going to be engaging with our chef for today, Mazna Merten, who is on site at Restaurant Rebung of Chef Ismail Ahmad in Kuala Lumpur. And Mazna is there with Judit, also from the Hungarian embassy. Mazna, lovely to have you here.
Hello, everybody. Oh, hi, Madam Petra. How are you?
Hi. Thank you very much. I feel very good. I am currently back to KL, but because of I am spending my quarantine time, my 14 days, I'm unfortunately not able to join you in person. Nevertheless, my deputy is with you, and she will most probably be a great help today. So I'm very much excited. I consider, that both of our nations are very proud of our cuisine, and it's what else is a better way to introduce your country, your culture, is like throughout your delicious food. And food is not always or all about just culture or heritage. Sometimes it's a part of our history as well. Later on, I will share some information about the Hungarian cuisine and how it has developed, and you will see why it is linked with history. I'm very happy to be the first ambassador to join this program, and it is a real honor to us. Since Hungary's slogan in the recent year is that Hungary is the spice of Europe.
Well,
Thank you.
we would like to say thank you so much, Madam Petra, to join us, and of course you did to join me today.
Thank you.
And before I start, I like to mention a few names. I like to say thank you to Mafi, Matrade, Fama, Tourism Malaysia, and not forgetting Chef Ismail for the location.
Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. Okay. All right, now you're going to start cutting the onion. We are going to cook a bit of the what we call marha porkot. I hope I'm saying it properly. It is actually a Hungarian beef stew.
Stew, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to twist it, make it a bit more of Malaysian style. So I'm not going to change too much of how we cook it. I just change a bit of the recipe. I add something of Malaysian flavor in there. I'm going to add in here my sambal. I show you. Where's my sambal? Yeah, okay, here. I'm going to have this sambal, and together, all the way from Hungary, I'm going to have the paprika. Dang, 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 dang. So it's going to be very nice taste, the aroma. And normally, when we're cooking the Hungarian marha porkot, we normally use caraway. But I'm going to change it to the fennel seed, because the fennel seed has much more aroma, and caraway has quite a strong, but then because we are going to put sambal, so I put a bit of a bit of fennel seed here. Okay, so we have here onion, and we have paprika, tomato, the fennel seed, and not forgetting the paprika, sambal, and the beef. So, the beef, normally you use the shoulder. I think in Hungary we use the lapoka.
Lapsa, maybe.
Lapsa. Yeah, lapsa. Yeah, it's better. Correct, yeah? Yeah. So, Madam Petra, how would you like the food here?
First impression, it is very, very much diverse. And it's really spicy. I said that we consider ourselves as being spice of Europe. And we think or consider that we Hungarians, we like spicy food. And the first time I tried some local food here in Malaysia, then I learned what spicy means, really. So that was a great surprise, but I do enjoy my time here in Malaysia. Unfortunately, because of the MCOs and lockdowns that were currently introduced, they didn't allow me to go out as much as I would, or visit restaurants. Nevertheless, we have food delivery. So I still can enjoy the Malaysian cuisine. And I have to tell you that one of my favorite places to eat out or just take away the food is a local gentleman We call him just very simply Uncle, and it's very local. We buy food over there. It's near to our embassy, and that's the most delicious because it's really authentic.
So we continue. Now we just stir frying the onion, all right? And again, the onion, one thing, when you're cooking this Hungarian beef, it has to be translucent. That's what I learned, translucent. And that it give a very nice smell, and then it will taste better. So I'm gonna go high a bit. Oh, that's the highest can go.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the highest.
Alamak. Okay. Now let's add the meat. So, sekejap ah. Okay. Okay. And basically what we need to do now is to brown the meat. So we have to wait for a while because this cooker cannot go higher. When I first came to Hungary, I thought goulash was the thick one. Because in Germany and in Austria, when you ask for beef goulash, they give you the thick one. Yeah? They give with the potatoes or with the gnocchi, yeah? So when I came to Budapest, I asked for goulash, they give me soup. So then I realized it's two different things. So it's beef goulash, which is a soup, and then the marha pokok, there's beef stew, which is the thick one. So that's what I noticed.
No, it's basically the same thing, but we have another dishes like which is fragrant. So yeah, exactly. But we can do it. We can do the stew not only from beef meat. We can do it with chicken as well, and pork in our case as well. But the most popular is the beef one. And I know I just noticed, Mazna, that you are using some spices, some Malaysian flavors, as well as you just mentioned that your sambal. I think it's great. I think that we should not stick to recipes. We should use them as a guideline.
Yeah, true. Rendang, it's a bit like rendang. So this is what you're gonna do. What you're gonna see now is a bit of rendang, only that we use tomatoes and pepper instead of ginger and those kind of herbs.
But don't forget to mention that the ambassador is great cook too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to cook with you, madam.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, Judit, for doing the job instead of me. Although they say that self-praising is the most important. No one else can do it for you. So yeah, I try my best. Of course, I'm not a professional. So when I arrived to Malaysia, of course, first you enjoy the local flavors. Yeah, you just immerse yourself in this huge variety of food, and of course, what was the first dish that I have tried was the nasi lemak in the morning. And of course, when I had the opportunity to experience more, of course I tried rendang and laksa and roti canai. The most challenging thing was to try, because everyone was so mysterious about it, was the king of fruit, durian. Everyone was like, whoa. I do, but I was a little bit, I'm nervous to try it, because everyone was warning, like, ooh, it's you're not gonna like it, or maybe you are gonna be an exemption, but very few Europeans like durian. And what happened to me is that I really enjoyed it. To me, it's very sweet, and in some sort of way, it reminds me a little bit of the flavor of garlic, which I really like.
The moments of truth. And then we add the tomatoes.
Yes.
Yeah? So now, last but not least,
Pepper.
the pepper. Okay, in Hungary, they have this, my favorite actually, I don't know how you call it in Hungarian, but it's actually a paprika, like a chili, big chili, light green color. And that is actually the real paprika that you use. So we use this one here. And yeah, we're gonna cook it for 2 hours.
At least.
Yeah, at least 2 hours. So there is our marha porco Malaysian style. So the next one we're gonna cook is the butter rice. This butter rice, I am going to use the what we call clarified butter. Mix it with a bit of our own oil, yeah? So what we're going to do is, we're going to saute the herbs, and then we're going to add the rice, mix it up, and then we're going to transfer that into the rice pot and the Malaysian style using the rice cooker, okay? Cinnamon, I use bay leaf instead of the pandan leaf. I use cardamom. And how you call this in English?
Anise.
This is anise, star anise. And this one is cengkeh. Apa cengkeh? Lupa.
So Malaysian cuisine is a little bit spicy, or yeah, a little bit spicy and hotter than I thought. And they say that the Hungarian cuisine for Malaysians, it's a little bit salty. Is it so, Mazna?
I think it's because of, yeah, I think so. Because I guess it's the weather. When it's hot, it is very hot. It can be above 40. Then you want to have salty food. But I think in the winter, it's also quite the same in a way. Okay. Okay. Never mind. It's okay. So I'm just going to add the rice in here so it mixed up with the some milk. This is not milk, basically. This is the
Condensed milk, right?
Okay, dah. Sekejap ah. So normally with basmati rice, I'm using basmati rice here. 4 cups of rice is equivalent about to 5 or 5.5 of water. Okay, now we're gonna make a smoothie with our tropical fruits. This is very important because this is what this whole program all about. We would like to promote our tropical fruits to the world. And what we're gonna make now is the jackfruit. And this jackfruit is like a second of the king of the fruits, durian. Okay, durian. It's very much European style. This is durian, okay? So this. Have you tried this, Madam Petra?
Yes, of course I did.
The jackfruit? Did you like it?
I did, and I liked it as well. Yeah, of course I liked it.
Yeah, I love it
as
too.
I said, I really do enjoy all the tropical and so-called exotic fruits over here. Fruits, sorry. Of course, on the other hand side, just as you are trying to promote your local products and your fruits and veggies in Europe, in Hungary, we aim as well to have some Hungarian products on the shelves of your retail chains. Currently, we are working on it with my colleagues to introduce, to be able to introduce some Hungarian meat and meat products to the Malaysian market. It's a long way to go, but we are in negotiation with our local partners. So I'm hoping to have at least a couple of products on the shelf so that Malaysian can taste it as well. For instance, it could be some poultry products, also maybe honey. That you are just using to this smoothie of yours, and some high quality product like foie gras, So I'm hoping that that it can happen in a very near future.
In Budapest, I've been there for the last 15 years. I do a lot of open houses, we call it. I will be inviting friends, not just Malaysians, but the expatriates, you know, friends, parents of my kids, and also the many of my Hungarian friends. And I also do once in a while cooking demonstration. I joined some nice Hungarian professional in Budapest, the International Women Clubs, and friends from school. And not forgetting the students. Very important because Malaysian students are growing in Hungary. So I had some opportunity to actually cook for them. And you know, the students, you just call them up, say, hey, come, I'm gonna cook for you guys. They will come. Yeah, they enjoy local food. So I'll be cooking for them the Malaysian cooking. Yeah, real one. So. I always add a bit of salt. Why? Because it actually kind of trigger the
Gives a richer flavor.
Yes. So I add jackfruit. I think about 10 pieces of jackfruit and half of ripe mango. Yes, sweet mango. I like with honey, so all right. Okay. Nice. I hope it's not going to be. Where's the cover? Oh, there. By the pot. Okay. Okay, so in this blender, we already put in there
Jackfruit.
the jackfruit.
Mango.
We have the mango,
Milk
honey,
and salt.
Okay.
Let's finish it.
Yep. Can you see it? Nampak tak? Okay.
Do we have?
Yep, we put later, but it's just to show a very nice fruits. I'll do it nicely later, just to show this one first, okay? Beef porco is ready. Okay, I will ask Judit to tell you how the smell, okay? The taste later, the smell now.
Okay, when it comes to stew, it's the same like the percut. Maybe it's a bit spicier because of the sambal or because of that spice, but it's almost the same. But when it comes to the rice, it's sweet. It's a mixture of onion and sweetness, anise. So,
And I don't know how many times we have or what is going to be the order, but once again, as in the beginning we said, thank you to the responsible Malaysian authorities, of course MAFI, Ministry of Tourism, Matrade, and FAMA, and to all of your crew. Thank you very much for having me as the first ambassador from Europe for this program.
Thank you so much, Madam Petra. It is, I would say it's in my history, being in Malaysia and actually cooking and you here, you know, with us, and you did. It is very, very nice experience for me and of course for MAFI Europe. We look forward again.
Terima kasih, jumpa lagi.
thank you very much.
Thank you
very much.
Kasanam Sepa Nivizan Latashra. Jumpa lagi.
Thank you.
World Prominence in Height has been with FAMA for I think 8 years. I think we were together since 2014 and we have been with them since then, and we've been following them for basically mainly for marketing purposes, especially into the export market. And this is what Pharma is doing at the moment. And I think at the moment, as we speak right now, they are also offering a lots of how you call this, education, you know. Recently, we joined Pharma. There is a digital marketing. It is interesting because for me, for us to do this, it's a totally new thing, you know, totally new thing. And we joined them and we found out a lot of other possibilities to go out there, local and international. And they offer so many, what do you call this, courses from agro, from marketing, you know, from also export. So I hope with this Mafi Europe, we can expand much more.
Once again, I would like to say to her a big thank you, just as to Jackie and the whole FAMA group, the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Agriculture of Malaysia, and of course to Madrid. Finally, the food has arrived, and I cannot wait to have a try. Okay, let's start with the stew, a beef stew. I would say it's very, very authentic. I could feel that it's a little bit more spicier than the regular one or the original one. But as I said, I really like when we are adding or spices to the recipes. We don't have to stick to original recipes all the time. I think that the best food is which is cooked with soul. So about the Nasi Minyak. Rich of flavors, thanks to Mazna, and I really like the all the spices that she used. The rice is a little bit sweet, while the meat is a little bit spicy. So they are very, very much tasty together. And as a third, we had a smoothie, a jackfruit smoothie. The jackfruit, which the Malaysian government intends to promote not only in Hungary but in Europe. So let's give it a try as well. That's what we need in Hungary. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, let me remove that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that was very interesting. Let's bring Mazna back. Hey, how you doing?
Good. It was nice myself and Judit cooking.
Yeah, no, this is great. It looks really, really delicious. Now, let's bring Chef Ismail on as well. But you know what? I think I have a couple of questions to ask you. Okay, first of all, what's the Malaysian food landscape like in terms of buying tropical fruits and buying Malaysian ingredients in Hungary? Like, how hard is it? And like, can you get them in Asian grocery stores there?
Well, I have to say it's still a challenge. But recently, in the last 2 years, we have this one particular Asian shopping mall. It's quite big. It's called Duna Panda. You might find one or two Malaysian products there, but I'm looking forward to work with them actually after this. So since the coffee is hoping that you can have more products there. You can find over there coffee, and there's no spices, only drinks, coffee and tea. That's it.
Okay. Small step. Let's bring Chef Ismail back, our ambassador. Hello, Chef.
That was excellent. And thank you so much for Excellency who are joining us. And this is really a very big family of Malaysia and Hungarian to produce these two married ingredients. And the happiness was in the pot of Mazna. Thank you, Mazna.
Thank you,
Well
Chef.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chef,
Pardon?
Chef Ismail, have you been to Hungary to promote Malaysian food yet?
Not yet. Mazda forgot about me.
We're gonna do it. I promise. We're gonna do it, okay?
Yeah, inshallah, yeah. And for those watching us, thank you for spending time to watch this flavor of Europe. And I hope all our involved company from agency from Malaysia that involved in this program will look into a second episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Chef. I'll talk to you later. Ciao. Okay. Yeah, guys, don't forget all the recipes for this series you can get by signing up to our email list, which is malaysianchefs.com/MAFI, MAFI, which stands for the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Industries, along with obviously our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine group. We have partnered with the embassies of Malaysia around Europe and also Tourism Malaysia, Martrade, and also Pharma, which Mazna talked about a little bit earlier as well. Now, Mazna, you are in Eastern Europe. I just want to play everyone a quick clip from two of our favorite YouTubers who are also currently in Eastern Europe. They are in Romania, and they are the Jet Lag Warriors. If you're Malaysians, I'm pretty sure you would have seen a lot of content from the Jet Lag Warriors over the last year when they were in Malaysia for an entire year. So let me play a quick clip from them, and I'll come back and say goodbye to everyone. So let me remove Mazna again and remove myself.
My Flavours Europe. Catch us live September 8th to September 12th.
They're adding some Malaysian flavors to your cooking and introducing some tropical fruits.
Okay, so that's the Jet Lag Warriors, and the amazing couple. They're full-time travelers. They create video every day, upload them, and they're currently in Romania. So what we have done is that we have asked the Jet Lag Warriors to shoot us a video of attempting to add Malaysian flavors to their cooking while they're in Romania. So that's going to be coming out at the end of this series, okay, on the 12th of September. Make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled for that. They're always very, very entertaining. Yeah, Mazna, so thank you so much for this. Amazing work as usual. I love the setup at Restaurant Rebong, how you went all out with everyone getting so beautifully dressed up, and having the Hungarian ambassador to Malaysia being virtual with you. So thank you so much for all the effort. Guys, tomorrow our series continues. For this time, we are going to the United Kingdom with that rendang lady, Zaleha Open. If you're going to be watching this on Facebook, the easiest way to catch that would be to sign up to the Facebook event. We created a simple URL for you, which is just bit.ly/myflavors4, the number 4. And that's for session number 4, all lowercase, bit.ly/myflavors, flavors spelled British way. I keep thinking of so many different iterations I have to mention. My Flavors 4, and that will take you to the Facebook event. Just click on going, and then you will get notified when we go live. Same time slot tomorrow, okay? Thank you again, Mazna. Thank you, everyone who's been involved. Thank you, Chef Ismail, our ambassador. Thank you, Chef Bob from our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine group of chefs for his mentoring. And we look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.